Hello, Nadia.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. First episode of the year. We kind of have no choice but to talk about New Year's resolutions.
Mhm.
I don't actually like that term, New Year's resolutions, or
What?
I find the concept stressful.
Yeah. And that might be a personality thing, but yes, I agree. They are stressful because it feels like I have to do it or else I'm cursed
It's
my
so
entire year.
interesting that you talked about that. I talked about that with somebody today too,
Oh, really?
about just like what ends up bringing you bad luck.
Yeah. I get a little bit superstitious about some things. And so, I mean, I don't and I'm okay with this fact, but I don't always complete my New Year's resolutions. But I set so many for myself because I feel like if I don't set that intention in the beginning of the year, then it's never going to happen. I won't remember. Like, of course I'm going to remember that I want to have fun this year, but if I don't write it down, there is no documentation of it. And then I really won't have fun.
You think that those things will only happen if you document them?
No, but it's kind of like making a wish. It's like I didn't wish for it, so like why would it happen? Like I didn't set that intention at the beginning of the year, so why, like I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like if I
Okay,
if
well,
I won't show you because everyone will read every single thing, but my list is really long in my notes. And then I had to screenshot a picture of something I saw on TikTok and add it into the notes because there's a long list too, and I liked all of them, so then I had to add it in.
I like this and actually was imagining your list being on an actual like analog like notebook situation. And I thought,
Yeah,
well, how
but
cool would that
diaries, they stress me out.
really? Because you might lose
Yes.
them?
No, like I actually tried so many times journal and it's really hard for me. But if I do it on my phone, somehow it makes it like better.
I like that you can look every year and like look
Hmm.
back on what you wished in previous years.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your top three intentions or resolutions?
Let's look at my list. Mm,
Don't keep us hanging.
sorry,
Actually,
it's locked.
while you look at your list, I will just say what mine is because it's
Okay,
fast.
what's yours?
I don't know. It's just like be a good person.
Yeah, that's good.
That just kind of covers everything.
Yeah, that is a good one. I feel like, I feel like we talked about this. We talked about this in the car that I wanted to like, I think there's like a common theme in this and it's like, I think I take things too seriously sometimes and forget to have fun within or like to find the beauty in the little things like surrounding around like my work and school life. Like I get so caught up and it feels like I can't do anything like other than work and school, which is not the case. And I just have to be like, I have to have a structured like schedule and, really put in the time and effort in the things that I do so that I can have fun like, when necessary, I guess. So a lot of my list is like to be more intentional about things that I do. Also, like, just like being more mindful, exploring, finding the beauty in everyday things. Like I also think like social media is like you find the beauty in like specific things and it's like has to be the perfect picture, but sometimes it's not the perfect picture that I like the most. Another thing is I don't know. I guess that it's all like surrounding around just not like taking things seriously when it's necessary, but then also being a little, I don't know the word, but you know what I'm talking about. The opposite of that.
Spontaneous,
Yeah,
um,
spontaneous and
present,
yeah. Yeah.
enjoying stopping to smell the roses.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. It's like
Mm.
sometimes that like I was looking back on my 2025 and throughout the year, like I didn't think it was like my best year ever, but then I looked back on it like on New Year's and I was looking at all my pictures and I was like emotional because I was like, "Oh my god, I've done so many fun things this year." And I like didn't take it in when it was happening, which it's hard to, but it's like I didn't take it for what it was when I had it and now I want it back. I want to have that like experience whatever again, but I didn't like I was too caught up in whatever. Like, for example, like my dialogue. And I had a lot of fun on my dialogue, but like I don't know, I look back at it now and like I wish I could just do it again and
Hmm.
experience those like that experience it for the first time again. And I also like I mean I kind of make fun of this on TikTok when like people post about like their favorite books or their favorite movies and all that. Not I don't make fun of it, but like, you know, it's more of the like curated TikTok posts. And this is not saying that I want to post TikToks, but I think personally I should be recording the things that I like. Like this is a book that I read, did I like it or did I not like it? And like this is a movie I really liked. Because I'll tell people like I really like listening to music, I really like movies and TV shows, and they'll ask me my favorite one. And then I'll say Pitch Perfect, which is true. That is my favorite movie. But I've watched so many good movies since I first watched it that I just blocked it out of my memory.
I
So
do like the idea that actually, people set intentions or New Year's resolutions.
mhm,
Actually, on New Year's Eve, it's probably pretty nice to look back. But you were saying you look back and you're like, "Oh, I should have enjoyed it." But maybe you can look back and just be grateful, like,
yeah,
instead of saying, "Oh my gosh, I wish I could do it all over again."
yeah. Well, it's also like I think when it was happening too, I was focusing on like the stressful or like bad thing, not bad things, but just like annoying things that were happening when I, you know, could have been like, wow, I had a really nice dinner with my friends last week. You know, like, I don't know, getting caught up in the wrong things. So, yeah, I like,
There's always 2 ways to look at something. Eric and I were commenting, hopefully your uncle doesn't hear this, because we were at a restaurant
mhm,
and Eric, your dad, said,
mhm,
"Oh, the bathroom is upstairs." And your uncle was like, "Ugh," because he didn't wanna, like, have to go up the
mhm.
stairs. And then when he left, Eric's like, "That's so funny." I'd be just like, "Cool, I get to go up the stairs. I need some exercise because 'cause I've been eating a
Yeah,
lot at this restaurant," you know? And there's 2 ways to look at it. It's like, kind of like,
yeah,
are you gonna be annoyed that there's some stairs? Or are you gonna be grateful that you have the ability to walk up the stairs and also grateful that you get to have a little digestion workout time since you've
yeah,
been eating all
yeah,
this food?
it's true. Yeah. They're also that's just their personalities. But yeah, and I think maybe it's also the type of thing like wasn't the whole year that I thought was like bad. Wasn't bad at all. It was a great year. But I think the beginning of the year was hard because I was doing so much in a way that wasn't productive for me. Like the way that I was working and doing school was not the best, wasn't scheduled the best. And I was getting tired of my environment and like there's just a lot going on. And so I slowly realized that like after the summer, so just tried to be more intentional last semester. And then I look back at it again and I was like, there's so many things I could have done different, but I still had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, so regarding the resolutions, I think part of why I don't like to set them is because it feels like, mm, I don't know, it feels like there's too much pressure, I guess.
Mhm.
And I really just these things that I want them all the time. I don't want to just like think about them. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the year. Like I'm starting in January, and I'm going to go like kind of cynical
Mhm.
about that whole like I'm going to go full out and then do as much as I can, and you just kind of pitter away. Like I just
Right.
kind of want a steady stream of good, you
Right.
know, or trying steady stream of trying my best.
Yeah. It's true. I also like I do feel the pressure to like when I set the resolutions, it's like a stressful thing for me. But I do like that it forces me to like look to see what I want to change and what I want to stay the same. And I don't know, I feel like also this year there's just like I mean, this whole year I'll still be in school and working, but like feels like a lot of things are really up to me in my control. So I have the like resources to like, I don't know, do the things I want. So I just take advantage of that. But it's kind of hard looking at
I do
it
like planning
right
though.
now.
I like planning like it's not a resolution, but I'm like, okay, well, this is what's happening this year. I've
Yeah.
planned the entire, and these are the things that are going to happen.
Yeah.
So I've definitely planned some fun things like, well, I guess the biggest thing that's new for me this year is in October, I'm throwing a retreat or like
Hmm.
hosting a retreat. And so that's kind of a fun project, not just because for this year, but I'm really hopeful that it's something that I really like doing and that I can do more often. And I don't know, have that be a progression of the way that my career is going.
Yeah. Yeah. That will be a lot of fun. And I think you're really good at planning ahead. Or looking ahead, I guess, and making time for the things that you want to do, within your schedule. I feel like I've tried, I mean, in a very smaller scale way, trying to do that because I have so much. I mean, you always have a lot on your plate, but I feel like this semester when I'm studying for my MCAT, like, and working feels like a lot at once. But if I make the time ahead of time for the things that I want to do and then plan around it, then maybe, and then it'll just have to work out because I already planned it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. It has to happen because I already planned for it to happen. But speaking
Yeah.
of the MCAT, have you started your studying today?
No. I took today, I mean, my MCAT books come tomorrow, but I haven't started yet because I just wanted to have my first day of class and also to plan out my semester. I plan out every single day and designated time for me to study for my MCAT every day so that it's not like, oh, I need to go do this. I have to, like, it's part of my schedule. Like, I have to stick to it so that there's room for fun things on other days. But Mondays in general, I don't really have time to, like, a big designated time to study because later this semester I'll have a meeting before we record the podcast. So I won't have time I mean, I could make the time obviously for like an hour, but like if I want a day off, then it could be Mondays. But yeah, so I'll start tomorrow, but kind of like more intro stuff. But this week will hopefully be my first week because I do have fun things planned later this month. So there's times I can't study, unfortunately, so I have to start early. But yeah, so
And as
my
far
day
as
to
this
day,
podcast,
what?
what is our plan for this semester for this podcast, do you think? I feel like we
Um,
should make an intention or perhaps not do what we did last semester, which is basically just chat with each other.
well, I like chatting, but maybe, well, a lot of the times we have a conversation before we record about what we're going to talk about. And a lot of the time it ends up me talking about myself. So I think I'd like to find other topics that I'm passionate about to talk about with you. And then from there, we can make your resolution happen of bringing more guests on.
Mm. I mean, you have a whole cohort of friends who are about to graduate from college. I feel like we should hear
Mhm.
from them.
And I'll ask around. Can't promise anything because my sister won't even come on the podcast, so it's kind of
Maybe she
harder
just
than you
likes to
think.
carve her own she likes to, like, make her own path, so maybe she just doesn't wanna do that with us. But bring some people on. I would love to hear from other young women that are making choices about what their next step is and hearing about their reflections about their college experience. I think that would be really fun.
Okay, maybe I'll ask. Just kidding, I'll ask.
Alright. Well, thanks for sharing your New Year's resolutions. And to all the listeners out there, I hope you get what you're intending for this year.
And for us too. I hope we do too.
Yeah, me too. Well, mine's pretty attainable. Just try to be a good person. All right. Bye, Nadia.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.